A new chapter in Britain's energy story may be about to begin, and this time, the future of nuclear energy could look very different. In part 1, we saw the challenge. The world needs more low-carbon electricity, but traditional nuclear power can be slow and expensive to deliver. However, a simple solution has been found: miniaturising the technology into small modular reactors, or SMRs. Built in a factory as modular components, the modules are transported to and assembled on site, radically reducing construction time. A single SMR unit is significantly smaller than a traditional full-scale nuclear power plant, fitting into just a few acres, compared with a conventional plant that can span hundreds. They can also easily be scaled up for larger demand, or one could be used on its own to meet smaller, localised power demands. The UK wants to be a front-runner in this technology and has selected Rolls-Royce SMR as the preferred bidder to build the UK's new generation of miniaturised nuclear power plants. The Rolls-Royce SMR is based on proven pressurised water reactor technology already used around the world. This compact, 3-loop pressurised water reactor is designed to generate approximately 470 megawatts of electrical power, enough to power 1 million average households, or a city the size of Sheffield, for at least 60 years. The UK has confirmed where the country's first SMR nuclear power station will be: Wylfa, an island off the coast of North Wales. Wylfa had a nuclear power station operate on site for over 40 years, until decommissioning began in 2015. And while it was originally earmarked for large-scale nuclear, it will now first play host to a fleet of mini-reactors developed by Rolls-Royce SMR. The ambition is for Wylfa's SMRs to be supplying power to the grid from the mid-2030s. But the UK is not the only country working on SMRs. There are various SMR projects currently being planned and in development around the globe, such as in Washington State in the US, where Amazon is partnering with SMR developer X-Energy to build a facility that will power its expanding AI data centers. There are also other projects underway in Canada, France, China, Russia, and South Korea. According to the International Energy Agency, with the right policy support, SMR installations could reach 80 gigawatts by 2040, accounting for 10% of global nuclear capacity. It also predicts that under a rapid growth scenario, the SMR industry could attract hundreds of billions of dollars of cumulative investment by 2050. The international industrial race for SMRs has certainly begun. From Franklin's first experiments capturing electrical charge from storm clouds to today's total dependence on electricity, we've harnessed its power with ever-evolving technology. And rather than going bigger, the future may prove that smaller is better.